Darren with All About the Country here, and we got a surprise for you today. We got Jonathan Lee. He's running for county commissioner, and he wanted to get a message out to all you folks that may be listening to this. So
Yeah.
we're going to give you the floor here, and
Well,
tell us why the people should vote for you.
I reached out to you because you're doing stuff that's a little bit different, and I kind of like that. I like people that, take risk and risk their time and money to make things happen. And I think the county needs more of those type of people, more business licenses, more people trying new things. Because there's a lot of reward for those willing to take some risk. That's kind of why I'm running for county commissioner. It's time for us to think ahead. Bring the focus back to Rich County. You can be on a billion boards down at the state, but if it's not forwarding our position as a county, it's useless. And I feel like we're to the point where you can have a lot of titles, but the commission has grown beyond Rich County, and it needs to come back, and really it needs to act as a liaison between the townships and the state. That's the position I feel like the commission should be on. And it handles a budget of $4.5 million, which is pretty big, but that's a small business. It's not like it's Salt Lake City where it's a couple $2 billion. So it doesn't intimidate me doing stuff like that. That's similar to my own business.
So you feel like we're kind of being centralized in Utah instead of centralized back here?
Yeah, and Rich County is unique. I mean, we have the two halves. And they're completely different, and that's a challenge you have to deal with. Is you have the ranching side, and you have pretty much the business side. Short-term rentals and all that stuff, which has been a huge boon to the county as far as the tax revenue received. But then you have the issues of like I spoke about in the videos of the extra trash and the extra costs and some of those services we're providing to people who are not here all the time. And I don't have the answer for all of them, but I'm thinking about it, and I think that's what's it's time to get some new blood in there and think about these things from a different angle.
I agree. What bothers me is there never seems to be any growth around here. Every time somebody tries to bring in a business or something new, it kind of gets, for like the 10 acres or something, I think it's kind of, I don't know, it's hard that kids have to have 10 acres to build on.
Well,
what's your thoughts on that?
I'm a little bit more libertarian. I believe if it's your land, you should be able to do what you want. But I also understand the position of controlled growth, and I think that's where all the candidates are kind of hitting, is that growth is coming to the county. What's the plan for it? How are we zoning things? How do we? And that's what back 100 years ago, you go down to like central Utah, and there's these big grid out streets, and they thought about it. They planned for 100 years ahead, and that's the type of thing I think we need to do, because 30 years from now, this is going to be completely different. And what's our plan for it? So I feel like it's pretty reactionary, and I'm not a reactionary person. I like to write things down and plan them out.
Okay. So what do you feel like the biggest issue is? What's your favorite issue?
My biggest issue is jobs, finding jobs. But what's funny is the biggest issue I'm finding, especially on this side of the county, is mosquitoes. People hate those dang mosquitoes. And I've heard both sides from, we just need to wipe out every mosquito, which is kind of where I'm at. I would do whatever it takes. The thing is you go to Evanston, they don't have mosquitoes. You go to Cokeville, it's not that hard to call up their commissioners or whoever runs the counties in those areas and ask what they're doing, Mm-hmm. And if it's not feasible, if the county can't afford it, get on Facebook and do a live video and break it down for them and say, this is what we have allotted and this is what we can do, and get some input instead of acting as CEO and not letting us know what's going on.
That's what I'm kind of trying to do. I mean, each one of us have a phone, a television set we pack around, and each one of us has a production studio, but somehow nobody's getting the message out to each other.
Yeah.
Everybody else, you can go anywhere else in the whole country and everybody's just on video promoting stuff to each other. But like around here, you're the only one I've ever seen come out with a political message on something where we can all see it.
Well, that's one area, I think the commission's done an okay job in the county, but one area that I have above every other candidate, and I don't think they'll even fight me on this, is background in technology and knowing what's going to go on in the future. We contract with with the county contracts with an IT guy out of Evanston, but I could do it myself, you know, to service the county and their systems. But yeah, you know, I recognize the ability to be in front of people, and we're all competing for, you know, mind share, and that's what powers the world is advertising.
Sure.
But if I did win, you know, I've been doing these weekly videos. It's something that I would continue as commissioner, you know, an update on, and they probably won't be weekly, but at least after the commission meeting on a monthly basis, just hop on live, stream the commission meeting first of all.
That's what I was going to ask you. Why can't the commissioners meeting be online so everybody can hear? And
Well, I heard one of the commissioners say once that the internet doesn't work all the time, which
Wow.
it does. Even when the power goes out, the internet's still working.
Yeah, the internet's pretty much here.
Well, and what I like about Facebook and live streaming is, first off, it used to be expensive. Now it's free. And you can interact real time with people, and that may not be applicable during the commission meeting because you need to state yourself and what's going on, but you can at least record the video and then go check the comments afterward when people have concerns, you know,
Sure.
because it is a post of service, you know. Although they administer to the budget, it's for the people.
Sure.
So they need to, I think, quicker feedback will help, more accountability, and again, it's not going to cost the county anything. You know?
Well, that's what's great about Facebook is they use their groups, so you can set up a group for anything. That's what we're coming off, or that's what me and Mady, we have the Rich County Yard Sale group. And there's about 1,500 people that are joined to it. That daily, they trade daily. You know.
Yeah.
There's people on social media daily. From
You guys started that?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's ours. Yeah.
You're one of the lucky ones. All the areas are now claimed. So
That's right.
awesome.
That's right. You better get out and you better stake your claim, because
Yeah.
in the future, that's going to be worth big bucks. Big
Yeah,
bucks.
that's awesome.
So
Yeah, I think just a central, even if it's Facebook or a better website where
yeah,
everybody can check in. You know, what's going on this week in Rich County.
yeah,
You know, and I'm the type of commissioner that wouldn't need to hire somebody else out to do that. I could update what's going on in the county.
sure.
You know, and that's something that I'd get behind. But also, technology can be leveraged. You know, we have a lot of shut-ins and older people that, if we want to stream the county fair, it doesn't cost money.
No.
You know, somebody could pull out their phone, stream to the Rich County's website of what's going on, so that these people can see.
Yeah.
You know, if they're in their home.
Yeah, I mean it's full-blown television now. You know,
Yeah.
people are having troubles understanding that this is television.
Yeah.
You know, like right now, I bet there'll be 800 or 900 people see this. You know,
Yeah.
which ain't much, but out of county of what we have, it's pretty good. Well, all right, we just want you to know you're welcome to post on me and Mady's yard sale site to get your word out to the community. We also want to let the community know they're sure welcome to post on that site, on the yard sale site, anything they want. So don't be afraid to shout that out. So you said you're going to have weekly broadcasts?
Yeah, we've done three in a row now. This next week will be it's on Monday, so day after tomorrow.
So what page is that?
My page, Jonathan Lee for Rich County Commissioner.
Jonathan Lee for Rich County Commissioner.
Yeah, we have a couple hundred followers, just about, and we have, you know, our videos get 800, 900 views. This next one will be a live drone footage of Bear Lake, talking about seasonal business and how to handle that.
Nice.
And then we have a few things like elderly care, supporting local law enforcement, which is near and dear to my heart since my dad was deputy sheriff, and then you know, just a few other things that I feel like the community find important.
Great. Well, if you guys want to find out about these things at Jonathan Scott, go over to his Facebook page and be sure to give him a thumbs up. Be sure to share what he's got, share it around. That's how it works around here. So just want to say thank you again.
Yeah, thanks.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.